And I saw it first, where there was a truck with potato seeds.
Potatoes.
That's Irish potato. And when the truck get up there, I was in, and they had a list. And basically, to get down to the point, less than 10% of those people on the list were PNP. It was like a donation from the Jamaica Labour Party. No, I want to know if this is the way RADA start to function. Because RADA need to distance, in my opinion, RADA need to distance themselves completely from this type of action. I saw it firsthand. And you know the thing? About 2 days later, one of the farmers that was there trying to get the seeds and didn't get it, say, a JP man get some and sell him some. So that means a man get rid of a really farmer, but just because he's aligned with the Jamaica Labour Party, and get some and say, no country can be productive this way. It can't be that even with agriculture, if you are not aligned with a certain political party, whether JLP or PNP, no matter, you're going to be a distant person. It can't be like that. It can't be you're going to be sabotaged because of that. So I'm saying to you, Mr. Manager, we have to find a way to make good sense prevail if we want the productivity in this parish to increase. It can't be the way it's going on.
Okay, just a point of that truck that you saw, that wasn't from RADA. We have no dealings with that. All potatoes that come to the parish under RADA's purview is distributed from the parish office, nowhere else. We got 200 bags of Irish potato this season, and it was distributed that way from the parish office.
On a point of order, can I answer the question that that Councillor Brian just alluded to?
Williams.
Williams, yes.
Brian's pass.
I agree with you 100%. Those potato seed that was distributed to Cedar Valley is every year those private persons come in and give the seeds, and it does not give to PNP and Labourite or one side. It gives to every single person across the board. Whether you're PNP or you're Labourite, you get the seeds because you're a farmer in the belt, and that is where the Irish potato grow the most. So they get the seed. So it does not, and when you get the seed, you get fertilizer with it. So it does not stipulate it to one side. So it's not a PNP thing and it's not a Labourite thing. It is a farmer's thing.
I said, I was there. I saw it. Mr. Joe might even want to call me a liar because
no, I
indirectly quotes Mr. Jones. You call me a liar, but I saw it. And I'm so happy to know that it was not coming from RADA. But what I'm saying, wherever those seeds are coming from, I know those seeds was brought there for the farmers. That's a bigger point. For the farmers. And I don't know if any farm is JLP or PNP. But we have individuals who are JLP and PNP. I am saying what went on there was a disgrace. No. You can always say what was the intention. And maybe you're right. Maybe it's true. That was intended to go that way. But I'm actually telling you the way it went down. So I'm saying sometimes some projects start out with good intentions, but end up bad. You understand? And you have bad things to end up good. That's what I'm saying. All is well, that ends well. But this didn't end well, so it's not well. That is my point. So I'm saying to you, Mr. Jones, I was on the ground. I saw it with my own eye. I get follow-up phone calls. So I'm saying what we need to do, put the system in place so that next time we don't have the same problem. That's all I'm saying.
Chairman, if I may, Chairman, you see, I was to be there that day and I'm sorry I didn't come.
Yes.
Because you would have met.
So this has been
and 90% JLP. I believe that calculation at all, you shouldn't put any approximately percentage to anybody at all. Because you have some farmer who farm more and some farmer who farm less. So it's not, we don't have percentage to any of the farmers who farm the most and farm the less. You get the seed based upon your farm that you have. It's not that you can only plant 5 bags of seed and you get 10 bags. And when you give the farmers, if they want to sell it, you have no control over that. Because some of them come pose as farmers, they have the RADA ID as farmers, and if they have the RADA ID, you can't exempt them. You have to give them because they are farmers. You understand?
Mr. Chairman, we sell that, man. You can't sell those seeds, you're not, it's illegal.
But
If you get one of the government house, right now, you can't sell those and you are going up. I'm a fact, even if you're dead, your people can't get it. Even if you're dead, your people can't get it. So you can't tell me the government give you something as a farmer and you have the right to sell it. You don't have the right to sell it. You're in violation of the law if you sell that. Well, a lot of time when the seed get too hot to them, man have a run. So we understand that. So it's at the Jones Road. So you can move on.
Have the wherewithal to give seeds to farmers. Why not go through the RADA?
What I give the?
What I'm saying is,
There's some intention there.
I'm
Malintention.
going to say something to you. Somebody not telling the truth.
So it's not about truth.
Hold on.
Truth.
Somebody not telling the truth. And I'm going to tell you why I said that. As I hear some manager with all respect.
Steve, the seed has to come.
No, man, I want to call by the title this morning. Very important. Because you're the head of the organization. You said that RADA have nothing to do with it.
No.
Councillor Jones, you're chairman of RADA, right? I'm just asking the question. I want him around here.
Tell me.
I don't want to respectfully call everybody by their title. Mention that these people have the RADA ID. So I'm wondering how they get that information. Since RADA have nothing to do with this project, or whosoever distributed these seeds know that these people have the RADA ID. How they create the list. How the list was created, see that RADA have zero to RADA have nothing to do with it. Remember, then they will say RADA does to the administrative work or RADA do that. No. RADA had nothing to do with it. So I didn't know that RADA database is so open for a particular space that these people could just get this information like that. Something it don't add up to me.
I mean, they would have to have our database. Farmers should have the ID, right? And if they are requested by a particular agency, private or otherwise, to, show us why we should give you some potato seeds, and you have to identify yourself as a farmer, then they would have to bring that, right?
How did they create a list? That's what I'm saying.
Well, they would know the farmers in their areas. They're working those areas, so I'm assuming. Well, Mr. Jones, I'm assuming.
You can go ahead, Mr. Chairman. You can call the PDC chair and tell him, say, please put this in your report or whatever. Because I'm going to tell you something. In that space, the water situation is chronic. I went up by Yarkill a couple days ago doing some campaigning. And me find out, say, from December, no water run back through the pipe. From December, and the resident they tell me that, with all respect, Counclier, you don't live up there. I'm talking to people who live there. And the people them tell me no water running out of the pipe from about 2 weeks before Christmas. I'm saying that. Well, no man, when I get the job, when I fire the president MP, I am going to put water. I am on the state fund now, I am on the pen. So him supposed to do it now, but when I get the pen, I'm going to do the right thing by the people. But back to what I said. What I'm saying, those community people are suffering. For you to get water for 2 months, man. Not because we have water, we think that's a joke. 2 months you don't have water, you're going to expose the people to all type of disease and all type of thing. 2 months, and people have like a picnic. We can't even try to justify it by some process. And let me tell you something. From me become councillor, me I hear about that development. Me come and go see for the minutes, the infrastructure, me board that development. They came and have meeting with us about the development. And I know the development can go, and we are talking about 13 years ago. So the people can't sit down and feel say, that is okay. That is not okay. People are supposed to live like that. And we supposed to represent them and come and meet and sit down and go and like say that's alright. That can't alright with me. None of my coming in my division can't have water for 2 months. Me better than pure and go back chain. None of the space them when Hubert, Kevin, William represent can't don't have water for 2 months. So when a man not when people don't have water for 2 months, me don't want none of we go and like say that is okay and try to justify that action. It cannot be justified. I should never.
Kevin, a young boy, you know.
I don't really know how you go about compiling your report. But looking through this report, I see here St. Thomas Parish Development Committee, and I only see 2 areas on the report. So, you know.
So, no, I can't answer. So 3 days before the meeting,
yes.
What happened is that we will request from the CECs for their reports.
Yes.
If those reports are got, say, submitted for the secretary of the team, we request it. What happened in this report is that none was tabled from the different CDCs.
So we have to go file with CDC.
So the CDC is really the one who have tabled the report to us.
We have so many problems.
So,
Monetarism.
No, I understand.
No. No, Plaza was not a part of last month's presentation. The Walker's Plaza is closed at present because there are breaches with their sewage management. So they're rectifying the breach that is there at present and will be open when it is safe.
So, a situation such as this exists, and what happens to the monthly or the bi-monthly checks and balances in terms of all these things that are supposed to be in place, like proper sewage and maintenance and all of this. It has now reached crisis proportion where it is ordered close, affecting businesses, affecting the business of the public and all of that. Seems a bit untidy to me, but...
Thank you for the opportunity to clarify your perception. And it is that the health department monitors the different facilities within the parish and would have been interacting with the plaza, giving it the opportunity. It's not the first time it has gone as far as having to be closed, affecting the businesses you put it. The job of the health department is the protection of the public. Business is secondary. And so it is at this point, where it is not safe at all to be open. And that is us protecting the people of St. Thomas. You don't want an outbreak of anything happening. So our job, we've given them the opportunities to improve. They have not. But we work with the people. And at this point, it is not safe any at all for occupancy. And so the health department does what it is mandated to do, which is to protect the people of St. Thomas. Business is secondary if all of us are sick or dead. Health comes before business. Question?
The rule that you serve now, I can't really argue with you about safety of the people because and I don't want to get caught on camera even going down that road. But I know the position that even though it's really affecting people livelihood and so forth, kids like can't go to school and all of that, but I have to respect the position. But I have a problem. Position must be consistent. Whenever I don't see the consistency, I have a problem. No, when government, any one of the government agency they have, we don't take that same position. We endanger the life of the people. When the water don't help me and when there's a pressure point of fire, and me come in and speak about the councillor from the division, follow up, and I can speak to numerous situations out of prospect. We have a store stand, we have all about. I'm saying, I love consistency, and I would love us to be consistent. When the local board of NC for the second Thursday, I want to see consistency. I'm not comfortable in my seat that. And let me see. So I'm saying, I will not try to even debate with the position that your department, your organization took on this matter. I have to respect it. But when government endanger the life of the people, and still endangerment, so we can't understand how one get treated different from the next one. That is the problem we have this morning. Now if we come and we must say this is the way how the health department works. Me have to salute them this man. That's what I would do. And I would really like to do that. But that we have a problem with the department. It's not consistent when it comes to government. Private people get a total different treatment. It's too Jamaica. Private people get a different treatment. Them business important. Don't lock it up. And maybe you're right. But I'm saying when government are endanger the life of the people, more people like that, we must carry out the same action. Because your duty is to protect the lives and the health. That the highway that we're supposed to receive is actually a patchway. And I'm going to say this. I'm very sad to do a highway. So we have some sad days ahead of us. I bring a visual aid this morning to assist with my little presentation of the supposed to be highway. This is supposed, it's art. This is supposed to be a new path. But the fabric that is used to build this path is so fragile that patch is have to go all over it. All over it. But that still doesn't repair the fabric that built the path. So what I'm saying this morning, if the subsurface of the road is not good, regardless how we go and patch the road, dig out different areas and patch the road, we're still gonna end up with a very inferior product.
Are your pants that size?
It's too big. I'm a fat guy, man. This can't fit me. So I'm saying this morning, it doesn't make sense. We dug out this area here and patch right there. What about right here? It's the same material. Something went wrong on the road. Something went wrong, and I'm not going to try to be an engineer this morning because Mr. Warmington already tell me none of the council them sit inside here. I'm an engineer. So me have to accept me as an engineer. But I will tell him I have common sense. Which may be him shorter. But me have common sense. I'm saying that we have to take a deep look at this highway before them contractor left. Because let me tell you something. God have been very good to the people of St. Thomas. Because man they said on the highway, you know. God knows that them Alibaba and the 40 teeth, you know. So God fall like a rain. And once them fall the rain, we start seeing so much effects on the highway. I am saying what they are doing now in this drought period.
On a point about the Chairman, clarify the highway. The highway stops at Albion. So I assume that you're speaking about from Kingston to Albion because that is where the highway stops.
Sadly, they try to class. I understand and I agree with what you're saying. But they try to classify the entire strip of road, even leading up back to Trinity as highway. I went the other day to see the valley. And I was lost for word when I see the waste that occurred. Because just months ago, you didn't have a good road going to see the valley. Well, good surface. And now, all over that surface, when you're going through Seafood, a peer work up your bad. When you pass and go Trinity, all the bad spots. When you're going to see, it's just like that, right across the road. If you go down there, pamphlet and look a problem. If you go all out, do want to pay me out at 20 yard one evening, and at 6 time I see bus in a 1 hour. Because I pay two tire bus. Because safety is another thing. These were, they dig out the road, put no one inside. People went to work, the road was there, maybe one little bad spot there. When them I come now, they're strapping them on road, bus two tire. I'm saying we can't continue like this. And we need to get a comprehensive report on the road. Because me are telling you, dog, now we suffer. If we make these contractors leave us with this what we call highway, and ready label it as a patchway. Because paper, and I can't understand, there's so much bad material in the subsurface that when I repair it at 2 feet down, I'm going to dig out. I'm saying, if the material is so bad, right beside it, must be bad as well. So, we really need to understand what is going on. I think the council need to pen a letter to the authorities who managing the road project for a comprehensive report on the road. And also what guarantee we're going to get on this road. Because we can't know the money left now 6 months later now. It has taken 3 off of that town. I don't agree with that. Because that portion is left away. Me I see that clear. That is not what was left for us. So me I'm going to do. Me will pen a letter for a comprehensive report so we can ask the necessary questions. Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. Me done.
Thank you, sir.
I think you should call a town hall meeting. And the reason why I say that, the urban center, we need to have a discussion on the urban center because I wonder if St. Thomas people are benefit from it. Because I know that there are people who will apply and sign up for shops over there. Up to now they don't hear nothing. Up to now they don't hear nothing. So you have to take this urban center. Yeah. So we think you should call a town hall meeting, that's we could, yeah? No, I know people apply from the Prime Minister command of that town hall meeting over there. I know people apply. I know that people apply from that time. I was at the town hall meeting. Even before the town urban center start, people apply from the first shop over there. And nobody hear nothing at all. So you just come and say we not get nothing. Yeah.
That chair, man. You know what's the same man people don't get money. We still let them grow. Unfortunately, they can't. So the man said they want design one for the small business people. So right now we had our parish and we come last. We didn't know if anything a bill already, so they want about big business people in their centers. So we plan to accommodate them. We have built some of them shop there in the first phase too. So no provision was made for the people of St. Thomas. We don't have the time to grow on that meeting. We just start the thing the man says, and that if you got polling station to vote, man, just vote. You don't like when people are running around.
Just vote for Labour.
So how may I say to you, oh man, you're good at making bad decisions. So I'm saying to you, we could just do the thing the right way. St. Thomas people don't get the shop them, and that's not good enough. Period.
Your worship.
Nice grandstanding. Alright, so let me clarify for you. The health department is consistent and we are now sitting, the council is sitting collectively as a local board of health. You are part of that responsible local board of health, responsible for the health of the people of St. Thomas. You speak about consistency and other things that have happened in the past. Local board of health needs to exert its power in ensuring those things are also addressed. I come here not to just share information. We are sitting as a local board of health. You are a part of this that you are upset about. And so I'm taking the opportunity for the local board to be more forceful in ensuring these things occur. You mentioned the Stokes Hall. I'm taking the opportunity for the local board of health to put its weight behind that. We talk about consistency. It is us, the local board of health, that needs to correct these things. That's why there's the local board of health. It's not just Dr. Smith and the health department. The local board of health needs to put its weight behind these things, taking the opportunity.
That, before confuse my passion with arrogance. So not upset, I don't think it's the character, it's my passion. Not everybody passionate about the job, but I am. And that's how I get emotional about it, and that's why I'm. So let's put on the character first. Second, Yes, we sit at the local board of health. But we can't be local board of health, but it's convenient to any one of us, including you. If a question was not asked, we would know. I would know this morning that a place locked. Check down. Councilor Shah asked it.
Okay.
If the question was asked, no. So if we are the real decision maker, I would expect that such information would be part of the report. So I can say something about it. So it can't be a convenient position for local board of health. Secondly, for my 13 years sitting as councillor, which I'm very much proud of, I never get a chance to vote to close a place or reopen a place based on health issue. It has always been the health department who have done those things and have come to us and shared information with us. Because regardless what we're going to do, even if we did have approval, vote for it, we'll still have to get a recommendation from you and your team, because you're the technical people, you're the one who have the training and that. That's why you notice I never said nothing about the decision. I just asked that the decision be consistent, and near you know say the decision nobody here is going to be consistent. And the first time I talk about it. So if I'm passionate about government holding at the same standard of private citizens of the held, I think the bill should have clapped me this morning. It should have been a rebuttal. Because all I'm saying, who want a fair and equal Jamaica, there can't be no peace without justice. So if we want peace in this country, there can't be no justice where government can do what they like and private citizens have to obey by the law. The laws are there to keep us safe. So neither government or private citizens have the right to protect. So when we make an utterance like that, I expect the meeting to be full of remember me. They can't be no debate about that. There can't be no discrepancy about that, in all honesty. And again, as I close, don't confuse my passion with arrogance.
So, there are protocols that are followed, and there is consistency but recognition that there are different protocols that exist. There are special protocols for different situations. The health department is consistently seeking and protecting the health of the populace. But there are protocols that must be followed. And we have brought these protocol issues before to the council. It's not a today thing. We've had different things occur in the past, and there are protocols which exist, which we have shared and that we follow.
In Shantytown, you need to go back to the
life of the people.
If you can find sense more look at it and we do some testing what is in it. Because it's not look good.
Thank you, Councillor, and everybody. Drains are a source of breeding of mosquitoes. Not just dengue mosquitoes, because there are containers in the drains, but also there are the malaria mosquitoes. Haiti is right next door to us.
And if you go to some
You're not going to step through the chair, you're just like, chairman.
the chair give permission.
Broke your back.
So do some family in Johnstone this year.
We will so do.
Let's get them up and make them on take away.
We will so do. But I want to highlight to the councillors though, that it is when your drains are not cleared, you're accommodating breeding of dengue and malaria mosquitoes.
Yeah.
You're putting the parish at risk. So I'm encouraging you as councillors to ensure you facilitate these drains being cleared.
I was at a meeting in Port Morant and I asked the Mr. Stephen Shaw, I don't even remember what his position is. I asked him specifically about the highway, and he said Eastern St. Thomas, and I'm speaking for East now, I can't speak for Western St. Thomas. Eastern St. Thomas is not getting a highway, it's a road improvement. And what I've seen on that road improvement is a travesty of justice. Believe me, it is something that nobody can be proud of, what is happening now as it relates to that road. I spoke about it. I spoke about the management of that road construction. And there's no management at all on that road construction for Eastern St. Thomas. What is happening now, even at Port Morant, I'm no engineer, but what I see happening out by Port Morant is foolishness, and it is going to compound the problem more. Right? So, I hear Councillor Mattison talking about town hall meeting for Urban Centre. I would have thought that we would have a town hall meeting for the road project in Eastern St. Thomas, because what is happening there is going to create more problem in the future. Right? And I'm saying my last word, to thine own self be true.
Your worship, I really don't want to, but you see, because even in Western St. Thomas, that she said she's going to speak for East, so I'm going to say something for it. When I look by here like white horses, come on, what improvement was made of white horses? I'm going to tell you the truth. What improvement was made of white horses? When you pass first and last bar going up, tell me, what improvement? The other day I chopped almost turn over and they locked down the whole road for half there. And the same situation we used to have. So of the millions of dollars, we in the same position. What was really done? When you look at Roach Gully now, we are in a modern time. I'm gonna be like that. No, explain that to me. Which engineer who do that? Who think of that? And which lazy MP sat on his ass and they represent the people so that we could have a better situation at Roach Gully.
See, there's one of a beat, you know?
That's a dream.
You will see.
So let me tell you something. What is reality?
You know what you say? You know what still pass up.
I'm saying to you that we should never sit down and allow Roach Gully to be like that. And what is saddening when we think just based on our politics, because whether you are JP or you are PNP and you're a resident of St. Thomas, even if you never born here and you never grow here, but you come here, you should recognize that what has been done is a great injustice to the people and a waste of taxpayer dollars. Somebody can sit in this meeting and defend what went on at Roach Gully. Somebody can sit in this meeting and appreciate what was done at White Horses with this little narrow road when you have got a 2 vehicle and light post almost on the road same way. It's sad. The man trying to take out the whole banking.
The greatest.
Look at going to Shady Spring, going to Waterfall. That you spoke about that situation over. If we have a hurricane now, that road still become impossible. Still impossible. And that road, you know, why it's so personal to me? I have a classmate who have a daughter who sat in the car seat after a hurricane Ivan. A block fell from the roof and chopped her daughter's head. And she had to sit there and just watch the daughter bleed to death because that's what become impossible when you have a hurricane. She sat in the car and watched her daughter bleed to death because she couldn't pass it. Can't cross it. So that road she just go across Shady Spring and we cut out that whole space completely. The other day we have a little rain and the whole thing tear away. And I can tell you we get some more rain like that. When they do again, they will tear away again. So it's just a waste. So there should be zero appreciation, man. Even more than zero, should be negative appreciation for what went on between White House and Roach Gully. You may even start to wonder if it's because the council is yours truly. The council is yours truly. It's sad what went on. Sad. And we have to start to defend it. That's why I'm telling people that come a council meeting, you know. Because you say the resident, I want a bigger council room, you know. Because you say the resident, they that come, not for who to go back, you know. Because the resident, that sits some of the people, them, now defend their interests. And the people who vote for we supposed to come here and defend the interests of the people, them.
Mr. Chairman, I have time and again, since being here, to stand up and stridently represent the challenges that we're having in the Port Morant space, Port Morant division space of the road improvement project. I see now they are focused on developing and fixing that particular section of road. I have mentioned specifically the entrance to Prospect Housing Scheme Phase 3. Just this week, again, I was at another meeting of the Citizens Association and they pointed it out to me. I want to table here in this meeting that we are actually asking that be a part of the repair process. To enter that scheme is like you're driving up a step. It is not a drive, it's not a road. The drain that was created by the road improvement project is a V that can hardly be navigated. Bumpers are being hit off and all of that just to enter the scheme. And so I want to request, and that's one of the reasons I want the works agency here, so that they can at least assure us that they're going to address that particular problem. The digging up there is not the roadway, but the entrance to the scheme, which was left not properly done. As well as some kind of address to this to the space out by Works Yard, where the police did a wonderful job this week, I understand, of ridding us of one of our criminal elements. If you should leave here, this council office, trying to head to Port Morant, you would leave here going to Kingston and get to Kingston before you get to Port Morant, even as I speak. That is just unacceptable. The road is pitted, and in my humble layman's view, grading the road after the rain falls would allow us to be able to move better and freely along the roadway. So I'd like to have that addressed as well immediately. The citizens are choking me as if I'm responsible. I tried my best the other day to do some repair work on the road, and I was rudely told by the Member of Parliament that is not my road. You know, I want to ask whoever is responsible, and I understand it's a works agency, to make sure that is addressed. Port Morant Square is being dug up. 2 weeks ago it was dug up 4 times in 1 week. Yeah. Last night, you see, they dig a trench now that's wider than this table, right in the square. I can't say we connect to anything else. I don't know what the engineering plans are, and that is why I'm screaming on behalf of the people that we have the works agency here to give us a fulsome report on what the current situation is. If you should drive out there now, you have to be very careful, or on the roadway you would drive into light posts.
Yes.
In the middle of the road.
Yeah, light posts.
They have constructed the road, they have built drains along the side and at the sides of the road, and the drains have been finished, chamfered and ready with light posts in the drains. It is just not comprehensible what is going on the roadway, and we must address that. So please, 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 let us find our right balance and get this thing done properly. Otherwise, we're going to pay dearly for the rest of our lives.
With regards to board finish road, I'm aware of the situation. It is really in a bad condition. But the course is not in any position right now. I have done some assessment and I'm trying to see if we can provide some shelters and do some temporary rehabilitation.
Yeah, but true. That's what we have the equalization fund for. I know we here don't control the equalization fund. The minister control it. What is the minister of local government? He have to step in when the council can't manage and give some funding, because you can't have people for how much money hurricane? How much money hurricane got?
7.
8.
Well, 8, 7, I'm not so good at numbers. But I'm just saying.
And no light.
No light. People can't live in these conditions. And then you have farmers who have their values in this thing, and remember, you know, we are a country, we are push farming now. We see tariff go up on everything in our world. Tariff, there's a tariff there. We are here 25, we are here on 100% tariff. So our own food security is important to us, no more than any other time in our history. And we know that them community, they are big farming community. Now, whatever farming a man can do without motor vehicle go for goods. On the ground you can plant, you know. How many things are planting ground over here in Jamaica? We have to do real modernized farming. So I'm saying that road need to be fixed. So we have to find a way. If we can't find it, the money, the mayor have a right to the minister and tell the minister that we have a road closed since a hurricane and we need some money for equalization fund to fix it. Period. No man, people live there, but it's a big farming community. It's a community. The parish council road.
My notice of motion is noted in the minutes about Phillips Avenue.
Yes, he said yes. Yes.
Yes, but I just want to make sure.
That's what I was doing, and he said yes. Alga, the other day we went to the chairman, and I was, that's true. I was late, but I wasn't late based on the agenda to vote. Because we didn't receive, by law, we're supposed to receive the agenda. What?
In Bashizala, you asked the officer for skip to be the Bashizala, and you don't mention it. It was unmute for some time.
I know that was promised to us by I think it's TPDCO, and we're assessing spaces as to where best we can place the few that we have.
Like
that we will be.
and I asked actually from last year. I don't hear anything about it.
And I can do a follow-up with Mr. Wang on that as well.
Okay.
At our last meeting, I think if my memory serves me right, records will probably back me up. We are on way to removing some 500 truckloads of garbage. My thought process had led me to be questioning Mr. Grasset. Do we have an idea now of how many loads of garbage we actually bring to our dump currently from the garbage you collect now, or the garbage that's being collected now goes direct to Kingston?
No, the garbage is still being stored at the landfill.
So the net effect of the 500 loads being removed would have to be measured against the amount of garbage that we're actually bringing back there. So is there any way you could give us an idea of the amount of loads that we are actually contributing each month, even though we're moving 500 loads from there?
We have estimated that we are collecting at least 12 loads of garbage per day.
Per day?
Per day.
And do we collect every day?
Every day.
Mr. Chairman, I can't sit in the meeting and we talk about load being collected per day. That load is relative. But how much is a load? I don't know no unit of measurement in mathematics that refer to load. So if I want to sit in this meeting, I want to hear proper units of measurement.
Well, the measurements will be provided at the next sitting.
No, I'm not speaking. I want to hear how much tons of garbage come to the landfill every day. So it can't be how much load. What is a load? I don't know if you can describe to me what is a load or what you guys classify as a load. But load is a relative term. And I can't deal with a truck load. You can have truck that is 20 yard, you can have truck that is 15 yard, you can have truck that is, so it's still going to be relative. So I want it here by tons or by cubic yard, something like that. I'll be comfortable with one of those units of measurement.
Alright, discussion that we have had in our in-house meetings, we were told that we will, moving forward, we will start weighing our units. So once we start doing that, then you can get more answers to your questions.
I'm really trying to feel for Mr. Chairman, is the net cleanup effort of the parish. I would hate to know that we move 500, whatever the measurement is, and we're bringing back 75% of what we moved to Riverton. It will not be a cleanup effort in effect. It will be just a, I don't even know what you call that. We're taking out 10, we're putting in 7, and so we're still not really helping the parish. I would hope that the objective of this effort is to get the dump smaller and eventually removed. So that's what I'm actually trying to find out. So when you report to us again, if you could give that kind of appreciation so we can have an idea of what we're really doing to help the parish in terms of cleaning up the garbage. Thank you.
Yes. The market area. It is my understanding that there is, I don't know whether it's a skip or a drum or whatever. I haven't gone to see it yet, but just a report that garbage skip is contributing to the flooding of the market. The water cannot run as freely as. So I was told that that is contributing to it. I don't know if you're aware of it.
I am not aware, but I think Mr. You can answer that.
No, it is not contributing
Of the situation as it relates to the flow of water.
to. Yes, I'm aware of it.
All right. Can you say what is causing that?
The flow is causing because you have other business in and around the area that was dumping the stuff both on the front and all of that. So time to time, some debris and all of that will wash away the drainage.
And to prevent that.
At the moment, we have made an assessment to get it removed and all of that, so future reference, we'll try to do other stuff to prevent it from hitting the jail.
All right. True. You spoke about the businesses in the surrounding that is contributing to that aspect.
To the rubbish.
Yes. So what is being done to prevent that?
Yeah, right, yeah. I'm aware that the CEO has like similar letters to the businesses, so I'm not really sure how far it is right now in regards to that.
Okay. It's bigger than you.
Yes.
Madam CEO, based on what the officer says about the businesses in the surrounding, in the town, dumping stuff along in the drains and so on, and it is contributing to what took place at the market the other day. Because I have some pictures, I sent that to you. In light of that, don't you think we should have a discussion with the business community in that respect?
I think the first thing that we need to do though is to have a dialogue with NSWM, since they are the authority on garbage, to see how best we can work in keeping the town clean.
Agency to have that discussion with the business community.
I said corporation and SWM.
Oh, okay. So you both. All right. I'm asking for that meeting because whenever that situation arises, I come under pressure. So I would like to see, and also the entire sanitation of the town. You know, sometimes I text Dr. Smith privately about these things. All right. Sometimes he doesn't reply, but thereafter action follows. So, Dr. Smith, I'm going to ask also that you give a hand in this and advice.
Remember to come